So it ain't no holding back. Another shot of vodka, you know what's in my glass. It's my house, just relax. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go around. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go around. Welcome to my house. You heard me? We ain't gotta go out, 'cause what? Welcome to my house. It's my house, my house. What? Welcome to my house. It's my house.
What is new, MASH? Welcome to the second edition of Bulldog Nation News.
The 5th period version.
Let's first start by telling them who we are. I'm Leah.
And I'm Jason. We're coming to you from the one and only House of Thrills.
What's so special about it?
Come on, Leah. All the great Bulldogs have walked through this gym. I feel honored just sitting here right now.
Yeah, so do I, Jason. I was playing pickleball right over there the other day. Okay, let's get to the show.
But wait, we gotta tell them about the winter sports starting up.
Well, the basketball team tips off the season this weekend with the tip-off tournament right here in the House of Thrills. And Jason, I think you will be playing in that tonight, so good luck.
Thanks, Leah. The boys and girls teams are both playing tonight and tomorrow, so come out and support the teams.
Other winter sports include wrestling, who opens up this weekend at the Greenville Duels, and swimming.
The hockey team has been playing for a while now. Be sure to stop by the House of Chills to support the Bulldog Icers.
On our first show, we watched Mr.Ditz sweeping the halls. This week, he's fired up about the cafeteria.
Let's go to the desk of Mr. D to see what he has to say.
So here's my deal with the cafeteria. You know what I'm saying? Is kids come in and they're doing their thing and they're eating and they're tearing open their lunch and they're getting all their stuff out and they get their juice and they're drinking their juice, or maybe they're going into the line and they're getting their stuff and bringing that stuff all out. And maybe, you know, like, hey, let's play around a little bit, and I'll throw a piece of broccoli at you, but then that piece of broccoli is on the table and nobody wants to pick it up. That's just a little bit nasty, not for me or you, but for the kid that comes next. Because now I get up and leave and nobody wants to pick up that piece of broccoli or spilled juice or a tray or whatever, and then B-Lunch comes in and they're like, look at all this nasty stuff on our table. And then they're saying, well, nobody really cares about that, and so maybe they do the same thing, and then C-Lunch comes in and they say, wow, look at all this nasty, nasty stuff on my table, and then it gets gross by the time it's C-Lunch. And me personally, I'm all about not having a gross place to eat. It's all our responsibilities, right? I'll clean up after me, you clean up after you, we all clean up after each other, and everything's good. That's all I'm saying. So...
Ditz, why can't we leave school for lunch?
The answer is more than one answer. There's more than one reason for that. Reason number one is we're responsible for your safety, your physical safety, from the beginning of your school day to the end of your school day. And that creates a huge safety net that we can't manage on our own. So if we have kids leaving the building and then going into the community, and we can't account for exactly where they are, what if something happens? Now we're accountable. We can't handle that type of accountability. The second thing is on your way to school and on your way back from school, you'll notice that in certain parts of the community we have crossing guards. So it's a really tough thing to have those crossing guards. We would have to bring them all back just for lunchtime. So we can't do that based on people's schedules as well. So.
That was an hour's worth of lunches in about 2 minutes. There's a lot of kids moving through there eating lunch, so be sure to clean up after yourselves and keep the cafe looking clean.
Mass students have a lot of talent.
They sure do, but I've heard even some teachers around here have some talent.
Well, we arranged a lip dub battle between a student and a teacher to see who was the most talented.
Let's check it out.
Hello and welcome to the first edition of the Meadville Area Senior High School Lip Sync Battle. We have a fantastic show for you today. Our contestants are Journey Brown and Mrs. Lewandowski. I've been really trying. And I welcome Mrs. Lewandowski up here. Just a small town girl, living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. I sing up in a smoky room. I smell wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting, looking down the boulevard, the shadows searching in the night.
That was a pretty good battle. We will have some more battles in the coming weeks.
Now let's take a short pause for a commercial break, sponsored by MASH's newest show, Meadville is the New Black.
The animals, trap, trap, trap till the cages fall. The cages fall, the day is new, and everyone is waiting, waiting on you, and you've got time. Think of all the roads, think of all their crossings. Taking steps is easy, standing still is hard. Remember all their faces, remember all their voices. Everything is different the second time around. And you've got time.
And we're back. Thanks to Jonathan and Sierra for putting that together.
So is that a new show starting soon?
Nope, I think all we get is the intro.
Okay, that will do. Prison is scary anyways.
Last time we brought you some exclusive footage of the new Bulldog being delivered to school.
This week we had a chance to sit down with Miss Chillin and Mr. Higgins to bring you some more details. Let's take a look.
The dog was paid for through donations from the last 3 graduating classes, the classes of 2013, 2014, and 2015. I contacted a man by the name of Scott Dow in Corey, Pennsylvania. He has a business that I think is really funny. It's called Animalistic Chainsaw Carving. And I had seen some of his sculptures this summer and got his contact information and called him. When the dog arrived, it was obviously smaller than the last one, and we knew it would be smaller. We just didn't know what the size would be. But when Mr. Higgins saw it, he was so thrilled with the look. He said, "We're not putting this outside where it falls apart again. We're going to keep this one inside." Plus, he's been impressed with the other high schools in the area that have mascots right inside their front doors, and he wanted to have that sort of situation here at MASH. And it's not done yet because Mr. Higgins and Mr. Tatters are going to be working on a platform for the dog to sit on with a plaque welcoming people to MASH. So, looking forward to that finished product.
The original Bulldog mascot, I believe it was from the 20s, was the very first mascot of Meadville High School, and the dog's name was Vonzie. So in honor of the first mascot of the high school, Vonzie was chosen to name the wooden mascot that was sat out there since, I believe, 2001 or 2. I think the new mascot needs a new name. I think, Vonzie's been used and it was honored, but I think this is our new mascot, and I think the students need to choose the new name.
Alright, Meadville, post on our Twitter page what you think the name for the dog should be.
The dog is pretty cool, but it needs a name. Tweet any ideas to @Meadville Media. You might have the honor of naming the new dog. Alright, it's time to hear from our Twitter followers.
Michael Gillingham makes it on the show this week with his tweet, Christmas list, number 1 socks, number 2, get a shout out from Meadville Media.
Here's your shout out, Michael.
Hope we made all of your Christmas wishes come true.
And our second tweet from Meadville Athletics.
Excited to see more and more sports and # Bulldog Nation highlights on the episode to come of Bulldog Nation News.
If you want to have your tweet make the next episode of Bulldog Nation News, tweet us @Meadville Media.
We have a bunch of followers. Send us a message to let us know what you think of the show.
Okay, the question of the day has really pumped up the student body in the morning. The competition is fierce.
We're going to give you a question of the week. The first student to tweet us the correct answer will be featured on next week's show.
Question: who is the all-time leading scorer in Meadville's boys basketball history, and how many points did he score?
Tweet us @Meadville Media with the right answer. We are waiting.
Alright, wrapping up the show this week, we have a hype video from the fall to get you pumped up for the winter sports season.
Must not be hip. Yeah, life is a but I bet I get that. Pipe it up, 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 pipe it up. I walk in the club just to pipe it up. I stand on the stage and I pipe it up. Get a regular till I pipe it up. Go buy a bando then I pipe it up. Pipe it up, 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 pipe it up. I walk in the club just to pipe it up. I stand on the stage and I pipe it up. Get a regular till I pipe it up. Go buy a bando then I pipe it up. Pipe it up.
have this weekend, Meadville. We will be back next Friday with another episode of Bulldog Nation News. Be sure to go to the basketball games this weekend, stay warm, and we will see you next Friday.
Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while.
I just recorded you doing it.
Let's first start by telling them who we are. I am Leah.
Alright, stop.